Hi everyone. We're a little crooked today. There we go. Hello. Hi everybody. Hi. We are going live again with Instagram and YouTube. Hi. Welcome to Sarah's Kitchen. We're gonna make pecan pie again. This time I can put it on Instagram, on YouTube, and you guys won't have to keep asking me for recipes. But I'm gonna do this before I post the picture. So everyone, hello from London and all over. Mwah. Welcome to In Sarah's Kitchen. We're also doing a live stream right now through YouTube. So I'm gonna be a little slow with reading your comments, but once the YouTube feed is finished, I'll turn it off and we can all chit chat. So we're starting with the pecan pie or pecan pie. I have my simple dough recipe that I made a few days ago. It's also already on YouTube in Sarah's Kitchen. If you haven't subscribed, what is happening with me today? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and every time I load up a new recipe, you guys will get notifications. Okay, so this I'm gonna let it rest so I can roll it out. I just took it out of the refrigerator. And now we're gonna make another pecan pie. I made one before for Thanksgiving and it was a hit. I didn't taste it. I sent it to one of my followers, dear friend's house, and it was a surprise for her, and she said they all enjoyed it. So welcome to Sarah's Kitchen. Let's start with the pecan pie. Here's the first thing you're gonna need. You're gonna need a third of a cup butter, melted, not too hot. So a third of a cup is about 6 tablespoons. So let's just say that. We're gonna get the butter in our dish. And my pecan pie recipe is the process, you don't warm it. Now, some people boil this whole thing and then let it sit and cool off. My recipe is really simple, so tasty and delicious, and you guys are going to love it, I promise. Mother tested, kid approved, if your kids like pecan. Okay, so the butter goes in first. You need butter, you need brown sugar, you need light corn syrup. You're gonna need 3 eggs, 1 cup of, let's not go in circles, I'm gonna go in order. 1 cup of I put a toast in my brown sugar so it doesn't stick together. 1 cup of tightly packed brown sugar, okay? That means smash it down and get it in there, okay? That's perfect. Into the butter. That was a third of a cup butter, melted, 1 cup of brown sugar in there. And you're just gonna mix this up, okay? And then you're gonna add 1 cup of corn syrup, light corn syrup, or medium if you don't care for your pie to turn out too dark or too light. Now, the one I made for Thanksgiving, I just kind of poured this over the pecans in my pie shell. Today, I want to kind of design it on top, so I'll show you guys. 1 cup of corn syrup. I think I have only 1 cup left. Get that in there. This will go on and on and on. So what I'm gonna do is, just so I get all that corn syrup out, I'm just gonna leave this like this, and we're gonna keep going on with our ingredients. You need bourbon or whiskey, whatever you like. I'm going to put whiskey in this because my hubby's not home. It smells good. I'm gonna put his favorite, about a tablespoon. There you go. That's gonna cook off though. You guys know if you don't wanna cook with alcohol, you don't have to, but it's gonna cook off. It's just gonna give it a smoky taste. And it was very little, just 1 tablespoon. Real home, real kitchen, the real phone is going off. The phone never rings, I swear to God. The gardener never comes, he's here today. The phone is ringing. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. Remember that was 1 cup. I'm trying to milk it all out. Hope you're all having a great Thanksgiving weekend or had a great Thanksgiving meal with your loved ones, friend, family, whoever you celebrate with. Ours was busy and delicious. We were running around town, going from one party to another. All right, and I have my ingredients. I always keep my list next to me so I make sure I get everything. Okay. Now, we're gonna do sugar syrup, 2 tablespoons of flour. I put it in my little 1/4 cup, which is about half of a 1/4 cup is about 2 tablespoons of flour. Dump that in there. This is gonna make the pie come together and not get too watery. And you just, how simple is this? I'm just doing this. Just kind of mix it. No big deal. Use one of your spatulas. And if you have a chunk of brown butter that wants to be stubborn, you'll see it and you'll mush it out. There it is. This one wants to be stubborn, so I'm gonna squeeze it in my fingers and put it back in there, right? And get my towel. It's so simple. The oven is already hot and ready to go. My pie dish is waiting, okay? Now I'm going to add 1/3 of a cup heavy cream in there. But I still have that corn syrup has to become 1 cup. And I'm being stubborn and I'm not letting it off the hook. Get it all in there because that's gonna make your pie nice and thick. This is not that corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup. It's a different thing, so don't panic. All right, there it goes. I think I'm safe to say I got 1 cup in there. All right, 1/3 of a cup heavy cream. That's 1/3 of a cup. That's all you need. Now the rest is simple. We're pretty much done with this. Just mix it up. You can use, the best thing really are these plastic spatulas because they're soft and they kind of bend around with your ingredients. And these Pyrex dishes are so convenient to have, and you guys get to see through. Look at that. It gets a nice caramelly color. Beautiful. See? Voila. Okay, so I'm gonna recap. 1/3 of a cup butter or 6 tablespoons of butter melted. Just chill melted, it doesn't have to be super hot. 1 cup of tightly packed brown sugar. 1 cup corn syrup. 1/3 of a cup heavy cream. We added a tablespoon of whiskey or bourbon, whatever you prefer. You don't want to do it, don't do it. And that's all I did here. Now, I'm going to show you guys what's going to happen here. Move the spatula that away. Good. I have 3 eggs from my chickens. I'm going to put a good pinch of salt in there. Maybe a good pinch of salt. I'm gonna put about a teaspoon of lemon juice in there. This is where this recipe becomes a little kooky and it becomes mine. You guys will love it. Teaspoon. These are limes from my own backyard. I hate to waste. This was just a little bit of the heavy cream left over. And now, piece de resistance, right? Vanilla. I don't know why pecan pies don't call for vanilla. 1 tablespoon vanilla. I like it in there. I do, okay? We're gonna whisk the eggs really well. Now you do all of that in that order, so when you add the eggs, the butter is not warm anymore, okay? And that's why you don't want that butter to be hot. You don't wanna scramble your eggs. You wanna whisk them really well. Get all the bubbles in there that you can. It's not time consuming. Egg, salt, lime or lemon, and vanilla. Voila. Okay, I'm gonna get that out of there. I'm gonna put this in here. Clear up my workspace. There we go. Here goes. Seriously, that's it. That's your pie mixture. A little bit at a time, or you could dump it all in. Doesn't make any difference because it's not hot. A little bit at a time is easier to kind of get it all blended, but you're gonna kind of just go like that. I like to get my hand on my bowl and I like to scrape the sides. You're gonna be a hit with this pecan pie. Serve it with vanilla ice cream on top or whipped cream. The place I'm going to today, they're gonna know what I'm taking now. Look at, you gotta blend it perfectly. Just kind of go slow with it. Get it all in there. Growing up, my sister-in-law, her birthday was on Thanksgiving, and her favorite was pecan pie, and it was the scariest thing for everyone. It was always purchased from like her favorite bakery, and I always thought, why can't we just make it at home? I really wonder about that. And this year I tackled it. I was like, people, actually I made it last year for my girlfriend's son's birthday, because she said to me, oh, it's his favorite. Can you make it and I'll surprise him? So she came over and we made it, and I was like, all right, I think I got this. This is not that big of a deal. All right, here we go. And you know how I feel about cooking at home? There's nothing, no additives, no lard. It's all just good, healthy ingredients. And that way you feel more comfortable eating what you're making or baking, because at least you know what you've put into it. There goes that puppy. She's done and ready. And it smells so good. Oh my gosh, it smells like caramel. It really does. There's no stench to the eggs thanks to the lemon, salt, and vanilla. The salt and the lemon work miracles. Okay, and this is, ooh, I have a little bit more in there. Let's just add it in there. Right? Why not? Never hurt anybody. I have a little bit more of that corn syrup. Remember, we were measuring up a cup and it was a little short. So I kind of leave that in my butter pan, and we're just gonna milk it all out of there. All right, now we're gonna roll our pie dough. We're gonna take this time and make this entire thing in front of you guys and go over everything. I got whiskey or bourbon, vanilla, lemon, heavy cream, 3 eggs, 1/3 cup melted butter, salt, 2 tablespoons flour, 1 cup corn syrup, 1 cup brown sugar. Done, done and done. All right, now this puppy is gonna come out. This is our pie dough that we made, our flaky pie dough. It's already up on YouTube if you guys want to check it out. I did it and we rolled it out and we made this exact pie. I have some egg on this. I want to clean it so my flour doesn't get stuck. My counter is clean. Get some flour on there. Here's my pie. Put some flour over it. This is nice and cold, and it's been a few days, so I'm gonna beat the you-know-what out of it first. Just to get it. Yes. Look at all the chunks of butter in there. Oh, oh, so good. Now I'm gonna start rolling, just making it a little flatter. There we go. And I don't know why I go on my tippy toes. I've noticed I have these little weird things that I do when I'm baking or when I'm rolling. I feel more powerful over the dough. I have no idea why, but I've done that. It's also like when I put mascara on, I open my mouth. I have no idea why I do that either. My eyes maybe, I feel like open wider when I do that. But thanks to my fake lashes now, my temporary permanent lashes, I don't worry about mascara anymore. That's a blessing. That's what I'm thankful for. What are you guys thankful for? Hi everyone. Welcome. If you just joined, we're making pecan pie or pecan pie, tomato. And I'm asking you guys what you're thankful for. So I'm thankful for, obviously, health, family, loved ones, friends, my doggies, home, thank God, we're safe, and sending love to all those people that lost their homes in the fires. I'm sorry. We're supporting you. We're here. I'm thankful for my fake lashes, I just said, because now I don't have to worry about looking sleepy all the time. I told you guys I never wear makeup, so this really made my life so much easier. The lashes. Now you gotta be, oh, look how much flour's on this side. Here we go. Kind of rub your hand over it and get the flour scattered around, and try and keep it in a circular disc as you roll it out. So if one side's becoming more square, try to keep it circular when you go over your pie to put it in the pie dish. It'll be so much easier. There we go. Right? And just rub your hand over it like this, and the flour won't stick to your dough, because that's not good either. And make sure you roll your dough from center out. That's the other important thing. You don't want the center to be thick. You don't want the sides to, that's my oven telling me I'm ready for you. You don't want the sides to be too thick, just roll it out. And if you have cuts, if your dough gets cut in the corner, that's okay. You just kind of ignore it, just roll, because I'll show you guys how easy it is to fix that. And remember, this is real kitchen, real cooking. It doesn't need to look like factory-made pie, or pizza. This would be a yummy pizza crust, let me tell you guys. So flaky and buttery. So, hello, honey. Hi. No. Oh, good. Pretty nicer. There goes the dogs. All right, this is so thin. That's what you want. Look how thin that is. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Oh, I don't want to push my luck. I'm gonna keep it as is. And I didn't do what I did last time, which was I had a whole system going on. I forgot. So I'm gonna do it this way this time, roll it back on my pin. And as I roll it, I'm gonna scrape the flour off. Last time I did it on the other YouTube feed, I had parchment paper and plastic. This time we did it this way. Cool. There you go. Unroll it, get it on there. Look at that. This is really my favorite thing to do. I come down in the morning, seriously, ask anybody that knows me, my kids would tell you. This music is on always in the kitchen, and scoot down your dough in the bottom so it gets into that corner. You don't want an air pocket. Okay. Signora Ara, per favor. Per favor. I don't know who I am. A little bit more this way. Dame de frijol yo con entrada este para cocinar. Okay, here's, ponere frijol. The seco. ¿Dónde poner free? Okay, here we go. Hello, honey. Hi. Hi. You bought a car? I know he didn't. My son likes to tease me. That's it. I just fold it in. Fold it in. ¿Dónde tú pones de frijol y bolitas para cocinar de pan, de blanco? Yo dice tú pones, yeah, yo dice con de blanco bolitas. ¿Recordar? Un plástico? Have fun. Come say hi to everyone and then go like. Yes. Okay, so I'm still practicing, gracias, aquí bien. I'm still practicing how to get my scallop edges. There it is. That looks pretty darn rustic and homemade. I'm still practicing how you do it. So let's try this like that, like that. There you go, people. And there's butter. This is real dough and real butter is in there. So it might go in the oven and not hold its shape. Don't panic. I'm just kind of doing this like all of you. Look at that. Not too bad, huh? One finger and two fingers, kind of like that. Does that make sense? One in between the two, like so. And then my dough is melting because my fingers are warm, obviously, and we just worked with them, right? And it's higher, I noticed, when I baked it for Thanksgiving. Thank you. When I baked it for Thanksgiving, I noticed that it kind of, as it cooked, it sunk into my dish. So if I'm a little over, that's beautiful. And again, practice your scalloping or don't stress it. I'm gonna paste some here and make it a little bit more, there you go, user friendly, right? Now I'm gonna bring the pecans. Sorry, Orange just walked out right when I needed her. Now this is the point where you guys have to decide what you want your pecan pie to be. Do you want it to be really pecan-y, meaning like full of pecan-y? I just came up with my own thing, if that is a thing. There we go. Did you guys see that piece of extra dough I had? I just kind of attached it to that. I swear to God, not one human being is gonna care. There comes my doggy. Hi, Coco. Okay, whenever I open the pantry cabinet, the dogs run. They think they're getting a treat. So this is when you guys decide how much pecan you want in there. Do you want to roast it? I'm not gonna roast it. Yes, baby. I like to fill it up. I'm gonna fill this up with the pecans. Random, just throw it in there. Okay, look at that. I can't tell you how many cups of pecans because every pie shell, pie plate, platter, dish is different. This is bigger than the one I made for Thanksgiving. So I fill it up anywhere between, I'm gonna say, if you really like to have a whole lot of pecans, anywhere between 3 to 4 cups will fit into this. I don't like them crumbed. I don't chop them. I like them nice and halves like this. This is perfect. Now, what other thing I do that's gonna blow your mind away when you taste this is, ready? Make sure you open the right lid, cinnamon. I'm just gonna sprinkle it on top. You don't like cinnamon in there? Don't do cinnamon. This is your recipe, make it your own. That was maybe a teaspoon, not more. It's not cinnamon overkill. That's all it is. There goes that. Clear all this baby up. And we were milking this and that was the last of it. That's all you've got to give me and I love you for it. I hate wasting. I can say in confidence that this is 1 cup of corn syrup for sure. Okay, and now I'm gonna milk the rest of this egg that was in there. It kind of settles and then you all of a sudden have more. Look at all that. Yum. No joke. I'd rather eat nothing all day and have a beautiful slice of this pecan pie. And look at this caramel sauce. Now let me tell you guys something. This is truly a caramel sauce. It just has the eggs in there, which will bind this together and make it more custardy. I made bread pudding for Thanksgiving and I had some extra, I drizzled this caramel sauce over the bread pudding right before I baked it. I'm telling you, wow. Here we go. And voila. Oh my. That is so good. Look at all of that. This pie dish is bigger because the one I made for Thanksgiving and I sent to our dear friend Nellie, her pie dish was smaller and I had extra caramel sauce. This took it all in. Look at that. And I know I told you guys I'm going to design, so what I'm gonna do is halfway through cooking, I'm gonna bring it out and I'm going to put more on top if it sinks in. Once this is done cooking, this will dome up, kind of like a cake. And then when you bring it out and you let it sit and cool, it'll sink down just like this. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. I'm gonna put it in the oven. This is gonna cook for, last one cooked about 45 minutes. This is definitely gonna cook for 55 to an hour. You gotta keep an eye on it, 350 and just let it cook. Mwah. Hold on 1 second, let me put it in the oven.